podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Boxingvoice.com. No matter what nobody say, man, spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dolla Dibiase Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
Boxingvoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
Boxingvoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dolla Dibiase Productions.
Boxingvoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up, and welcome back to your second morning show of the day. And I want apologies from a lot of you dudes out here, man. A lot of you dudes were calling in, even super chatting, saying that Shawn Porter was going to find a way out. I think, Brandon, you was one of those dudes. Few others, man, like, oh, Porter's going to find a way out. Oh, this guy's going to, you know, Al's gonna find a way to tell Porter not to do it. His team, yada, yada, yada. Just give him an apology, man. Dude's a warrior. No one has the resume of Porter. Maybe Pacquiao. He's cut from that same cloth, man. This is finally a fight that I want, bro. Wow. Seriously. Wow. I'm very excited. So this is going to happen November 20th in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. Honestly, I think we should go. Word. I mean, I was trying to push for like a November 6th Canelo appreciation night, but I think this is going to get more hardcore fans out there. More of our community members out there. I haven't met Brandon yet, right? And I know for a fact Brandon and J-Mac ain't been in the same room, you know? King Born, he ain't been in the same room and like, well, he did meet J-Mac, I think. But anyway, you get the point. This is the fight that'll bring us all out because I like Canelo and I like Plant. But not everybody. Some people think Plant doesn't even have a shot. Not to say that some people don't think Porter doesn't have a shot either, but I feel like, again, more of us will come out for this one. And I'm hoping that we can do something around this fight because it's going to be a big one. Regardless, I'm going to be doing a live fight chat or be in the building. We're getting further information now. Everywhere is reporting now that it's a done deal. WBO welterweight champion Terence Crawford is set to face Shawn Porter in November. Wow. Yo, this is 4 years it took to make. 2017. Let me just double check that. I'm gonna just copy paste this Terence Crawford versus Shawn Porter and then put it in my own YouTube on the back end to show me when we first made an episode on this subject. And wow, let's see, it's quite a few now at this point. But that first one is May 24th. Wow, a few days before my birthday. Let me just screen share this. And it's not that many episodes, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 with the current one that we've been doing since 2017. You know, it's been, look, WBC may order Shawn Porter versus Terence Crawford or Danny Garcia for the interim belt. And that was all the way back in May 2017. And then it picked up a lot more steam in 2020. And then obviously 2021, it's been rampant, you know. And we got it. We got it. No purse bid. And I said in this morning's episode, I believe, and that's my belief, you know, it's just my belief, but I believe that the purse bid didn't take place because of the embarrassment. You know, can you imagine losing again? You know, it's not a good look for Top Rank. It's a good thing they settled this before, and now it's all about promotion. You know, where are we at? November 20th. So today, it's almost September 20th, right? So we got October. Damn. They must have been training. Wow. It's not that much time. Let me put it in my little trusty app and see what we come up with. But yeah, man, I'm very excited, man. I think this is the one that we need to go to. This is a big fight. First, you know, no one can ever say he hasn't been in with a real opponent ever again. Porter is everything we want for Crawford in terms of tests or elite level opposition. You know, he's rugged. He's tough. He's always in shape. You never have to doubt whether or not, you know, you get a good Porter, especially when the opposition is to the level of a Crawford, right? You'll never get him in there looking like a Formella or Eric Bonet because he understands. He fights to the level of his opposition. Crawford-Porter is exactly 67 days away. So that's 2 weeks. Now, I know for a fact that Shawn's been sparring. Let me screen share this and see if you guys can tell me who some of these people are. I know some, obviously, but it's like 2 in here that I don't know. And these are some of his sparring partners that obviously my good friend Kenneth Porter sent me this photo the other day. And yeah, here goes the sparring partner. So I know this is Malik right here. You can see my cursor, right? Let me get you should be able to see my cursor. So this is Malik, but he's, I don't know, what is Malik? Is he 140? He looks thin. But then this guy looks very big. Like he's like a heavyweight, bro. My man's like a freaking 175er. Then he's got welterweight Vito Minilecki, which I don't know how good is that, right? Because, like, is the power there or do you need power in sparring? Is it more about work and technique? But Vito's there. Then the very, very talented Henry Martinez is also there. And I don't know this one. So it's these two that I don't know at the moment. But this gentleman is very big. If Shawn is sparring with him, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's to replace the power of Crawford. And then these lighter weight guys on the left and right, Malik Mayhem and Vito Minilecki, and obviously Martinez for the speed and skill. Martinez switches, so he could be the switch hitter that they're getting the sparring with to get him used to switching. Again, I don't know these two. But I can see the big guy being the power, you know, to get Shawn ready for the power of Crawford since he's on a 9-fight knockout streak. Now everybody's got to put their money where their mouth is. Everybody had a lot to say about Crawford and his opposition. So we'll see who's picking who now. And I want to check if my bookie. That's funny. My bookie never even had them. Nope, they don't even have them. They never even had like the possibility of. They never considered that. You know how some betting sites have it because it's like a big fight. Like they got Jake Paul versus some other dude. Hasn't even mentioned the fight because they think it's a big fight. But yeah, that's not there just yet. So maybe my producer could get me some UK betting lines as the fight is just now being made official. We got Danny Ramirez with a super chat. He says, I got Showtime Shawn Porter for the win. And that's a $1.99 super chat. Then we got a $20 fat one from KDDR, who is obviously a Crawford fan. Pound for pound, undisputed champ, Terence Bud Crawford, knocking Porter out, sending him to permanent broadcasting duties. Next, Ugas or Pac for straps. Then we see if AJ too busy farming chickens, riding horses, or wants to continue with his ducking season. And my man Trav FDY says, $2 super chat, Bud is a minus 550. Porter is a plus 340 on FanDuel? Lord. FanDuel. Let me see what they got. Is it true? Lord. Fucking New Jersey. Yo, they said we could bet in Florida. I don't know when they gonna let us, man. So whack. They don't even let me see the sports book anymore. Oh, here we go. Boxing. Florian Mako. Where is it? November. I don't see it, champ. Call you. I don't see it. I'm on FanDuel. I don't see it. This is December, November. And this is upcoming fight, so I don't know. Maybe in your area, you're in Texas, maybe you got it already. I don't know. I think you're in Texas. Dang, Canelo's up. Minus 1,200 versus Plant. Nice. Bud minus 550 for London Runs Boxing. What is happening October 15th? Young Jay Way? I don't know what's happening on October 15th. You're going to have to tell me. But yeah, man, I hope you guys are excited, man. This is something we've been wanting from Bud. You know, good opposition. This is something we've been wanting from Top Rank, you know, to play nice and do business, treat fighters fair. And I mean, they came to an agreement, so there's no debating whether or not Shawn Porter is happy because he's accepted whatever terms and, you know, purse was there. So I'm sure now that next Virgil will get a shot at the winner. Obviously, this is a rough and tough fight. Two dudes in their 30s, mid-30s, right? Check Twitter. Jesse, what do you want me? Check my Twitter? You guys are sending me these cryptic messages, man. Which Twitter do you want me to check, bro? Did you hit me with something? Let's see. Time to get boxing under one roof, box wherever division, yada, yada, yada. AJ with Smoker's Boots. What are we looking at? Okay, London Runs Boxing. Thanks for the promo. I don't see. I don't see what you want me to check, homie. Maybe I got to check my personal. Lord, you got me freezing up here. Hopefully you sending something fire with all this check. Okay, yeah, he sent me the odds. My man's name is Big Goofy on Twitter. Terrence, yeah, minus 550. And what is this? What betting site is this? His doesn't really say, but okay. Unless it's called Boyd Sports with the fruit. Damn, 550. Not too bad. It's even with Obviously, Canelo is more of a favorite against Plant. So this is a better fight than that in terms of bookies and odds and you know, whether or not it's competitive. Let's see what else is around there. AJ Usyk is closer than that, so that's even more competitive than the Crawford-Porter. Fury Wilder also more competitive. So far, nothing in the lines. Well, wow. FanDuel is they got Fury way more of a favorite than my bookie. FanDuel, woof. If you're betting on Fury, you might as well not even use FanDuel. It's like they moving the goalposts back. Even AJ, oh, that's AJ Fury. They got that shit is tight. Wow. Wait, I've been sent some image here. Let me see. Okay. Just making sure I didn't get any new breaking news stuff here, because news is breaking, man. News is breaking left and right. This is a big fight. Very glad they were able to get it done. That's the most important thing, you know, because we can look forward to, if Crawford wins, we can look forward to him continuing his business. Kind of like what KDDR said, right? About Ugas being next. Now, I guess the big question, and I'm going to make that our first poll. This will be our first poll. Crawford versus Porter being official, does this mean he resigned? Huh? Does it? What do y'all think? Yes or no? Poof. Ask the community. I mean, Bob got it done. You know, do you think that there was a conversation like, look, man, don't leave us. We can work with these guys. We can do it. I promise you we'll get it done. You know, do you guys believe that? But let's go out to the callers, man. I'm really excited to hear what you guys got to think. I know everybody's going to be getting really, you're going to be poking their chests out, picking their fighter. But remember, we got 67 days. So 2 months, 7 days, still a long time. Let's hope they give us a real press conference. Not that it matters, because Shawn is so nice, and Crawford, you know, he doesn't get spicy unless pushed. So I don't know what a press conference will do. But let's go out to the phone lines. You know the number to call in: 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. I'm also putting the phone number in the chat. You can also add Nestor Gibbs on the Skype app. You can download that. That's an absolutely free download on your iPhone or your Android or your laptops if you want to call in. Absolutely free from anywhere. You know, in from anywhere in the world with a laptop or with a Skype app. So let's do it. We're going out to Big Rig Trucking Agency. Shout out to all my truck drivers out there. Remember to contact Big Rig for all your trucking needs and insurance purposes. Let's go.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
All right. Caesar, Las Vegas, are you available? Caesar, All right. What up?
Hello?
Hello.
Am I good?
You as good as you gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about the background noise, man. Yo, real quick though. Man, I'm excited about this fight. I think it's gonna be a dope ass fight. Man, if but like you brought up right now, you said if maybe Crawford re-signed with Bob and then they got this deal done. I think that could have been, but how bad did Crawford really want this fight if he re-signed with Bob? You know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, after everything they've been through, after everything Bob said, you don't think Crawford, took any of that to heart? I don't know, man. I think the fight would have got done with or without Bob. So if Crawford re-signed, it would make sense to me. But hey, I'm not, I wasn't in the room. So either way, we're getting the fight. I'm pumped, man. TV for life, man. You've been doing it, man. Great job.
Thank you for calling in. And we're going to Brandon, Cincinnati, king of the bud tenders.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yes, what's going on, brother?
What up? You excited?
Is it official?
Yeah, man.
I got a couple bets with a couple of my brothers from the back call, but we had to, instead of us betting straight up win or loss, I had to bet that Bud's gonna knock this cat out because none of these cats want to bet the straight up Bud wins or lose because they know Shawn Porter ain't gonna win. I threw him a
You
bone.
sound very far, man. Very far.
Can you hear me now?
Sounds the same.
I'm in a bad area. That's probably why. Shit area. Hold on real quick. How about now? Is it better?
Yep.
Yeah, but like I said, I got a couple bets going on with some of my boys in the back call. Nobody wants to bet straight up win or lose. So I had to bet that Bud's going to stop this cat. I had to give him that much, throw him that bone to give him that confidence. So now that this fight is made, if anybody got the balls to take Shawn Porter in the straight up win or loss bet, because none of these other cats here, all this shit people be talking, let me know, man. I got big money on Terence Crawford to win this fight. But like I said, I can't find nobody that's going to bet me straight up win or loss. Everybody bet that Bud knock him out. So got a couple of them, but I want a couple straight up bets, man. So if anybody out there, any PBC capers who was waiting for Bud, that's my call.
I mean, I don't understand y'all with this whole PBC thing. Just bet the fucking the betting site, man. You get better odds well, actually you don't. If you're betting on Crawford, he's a minus 500 most places. So you got to bet 5 to make 100. We got a counter punch from JT.
Yeah, that kind of punch was for Brandon. Brandon, Brandon throwing it out like that. Hey, look, at the end of the day, you got to give Bud his respect. I would not bet Brandon straight up because I think Bud is going to win the fight, but I just don't see him stopping Shawn Porter to win the fight. I see him being in a tough fight, and we finding something out about Bud Crawford because now I feel like he's stepping up in competition and he's on the other side fighting the better welterweight. So that's gonna see. That's what we've been waiting to see out of Bud Crawford. So yeah, I'm one of them guys that bet him that he don't stop Shawn Porter because Bud been getting knockouts. I just think Shawn Porter just that different type of welterweight. I don't see Bud stopping him. But that's my counterpunch.
I mean, he has been put down by Broner. And who just put him down? Earl. And those are flash knockdowns. They always been with a hook, too. But, well, I think Earl's was a back, the left hook, right? I don't know that they could keep Shawn down, though. So I'm with you on that, maybe. But none of them dudes are as they're not killers like Crawford, right? Even Earl, his last 9 don't look like Crawford's last 9, even though some will argue that Crawford's last 9 don't look like Earl's last 9 opponents either. But JT back with another one.
Yeah, to clear that up, what you just said, and that's, but like you said, he been having some flash knockdowns, but from his knockdown, Shawn Porter, that he never looked hurt. He bounced back up and stuff like that out of frustration. And he looked when Broner caught him, he looked at it there like, I don't know what just happened. So like I say, it's possibility Bud can knock him down off balance, but I don't see him stopping him. And that's what the bet is. It's not that he get knocked down. It's Bud gonna stop him and stuff like that. But to also answer your question, yes, Bud has been knocking his last opponents out, and Errol been struggling to knock his opponents out. I just think Errol been having a tougher competition in there for not to get the knockout. And some of them guys, man, you got to understand, people don't want to get knocked out, so they know how to fight not to get knocked out as well. So we're gonna see how this fight is when Bud step in there with a Shawn Porter. That's my call, counterpunch.
Oh, do you think he resigned to Top Rank because they made this deal?
You asking me that question?
Yes, sir.
Nah, I don't think he. Well, me personally, that's another topic we had back there. I don't think he resigned the Top Rank. I mean, I think he moves on, and he. I don't know if he go to PBC, to zone somebody else. I just think he need to move on with Top Rank because Bob Evans showed him how he feel already. I understand that guaranteed money, all that stuff like that. But if your promoter don't know how to promote you, don't know how to sell you, you need to move on to somebody that's gonna promote you right. That's gonna get you the big fights. Cause that's what Bud want. He getting the money already. He want the big fights, and he's not getting the big fights over there.
Well, all right. Let me get to Coach J Mack, New Orleans. Are you available?
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J Mac, where you at? Where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So efficient with it. Don't check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, I had a call kept coming through, so that probably may, if I get cut out, that mean I got a call. Nah, man, I'm definitely excited. The fight is official. I don't care who network is on. No, I don't think he resigned because, from my understanding, it was his last fight, so he's going to fulfill that obligation. From my understanding, however, I will be taking bets on something I didn't put out there in the universe for a while on stopping Shawn Porter. It's just funny how these dudes argue, say he ain't fight nobody, and this what have you. But if he finally fights somebody, everybody know he gonna win. So what we've been arguing from the whole, what's been the consistency of these arguments? Like the guy that you think ain't fight nobody go fight the guy, but you want to bet me that he's gonna stop instead of bet me that he's gonna win or lose the fight. Bud has nothing to prove to me, but he goes in there and beats him for 12 rounds or whatever. I know he's gonna win a fight against Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter, unfortunately, has been he's lost a few fights, and I think the guys he's lost to, Bud is better than. Bud just haven't been in a position to prove that, and now he may prove it to some people. Well, better late than never. I don't know what else to say. I just think Bud is a superior fighter. I think Bud is better than the Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter got his chance to prove to the world that he's gonna get his ass whooped again. It's just that simple. You got any questions for me?
Well, you already answered it. My question was going to be the same poll. Like, do you think he resigned?
I don't think he had to resign. From my understanding, was he had one more fight with Top Rank, and Top Rank. If I'm, you said Bob got the deal done, right? Didn't you say that?
Well, it says the official statement is Top Rank's Carl Moretti said Porter Crawford purse bid has been canceled. Top Rank and PBC have come to a deal. So
I don't know.
it ain't
King
Bob.
or I don't. What Top Rank is Bob.
I'm
So
just saying,
that's
but it wasn't Bob alone. Like it says Top Rank and PBC have come to a deal.
all right. I don't care if Bob, Top Rank, PBC, L, whatever we want to say. When I say L, I mean PBC. When I say Bob, I mean Top Rank. Just for to be clear, they came together, got the deal done. I think the fight will be on. His last fight probably will be a part of that as well, and he should move forward with the what they saying he with a drug lord or some shit now. Move forward with the drug lord going forward, and just try to get the best fight, put himself in position to continue making
Is that
money.
official?
Fight the
Is that official? Because I ain't seen no articles yet, or I haven't looked for one rather. But have you seen an
Top
article?
Rank. Nah, Bob said it. Bob said it's his advisor. His old boy from the
Who?
from
Keenan?
and his advisor.
What he said in an interview?
Said in an interview. I can only base it off of what's said. I don't have the preview of having these close conversations with
No,
these
no, no,
guys
no,
to,
no. I'm just asking you. I didn't get to listen. You know what I'm saying?
in an interview. So he said that's who Bob that's who Bud dealing
That's
with.
crazy. I wonder what the people gonna say now when they was trying to make Keenan out to be some sort of mobster when he was associated with Fury. I wonder if all of a sudden now he's a good guy because he's helping Crawford.
They're gonna continue attacking him. They need anything in their language to continue going against it because we had a cold war with this PVC top rank bullshit when it's always just been welterweights holding up this PVC and top rank bullshit. It ain't been nothing else. Welterweights. Because Wilder already we did what he needed to do with Bob. Fury started tripping on the third fight in, but they got the fight done. Welterweight's been holding this PVC across the street to cold war bullshit in the sport. And his fans been supporting the bullshit at the same time. So do Bud sign with PBC? I don't give a fuck what he signed. He should make a best business financial decision that benefits him, and then also that can also advise him in getting the fights made. And now that he got money behind him, so we shouldn't have no problem with the money being a problem, saying he can't have fights made or this and that and stuff like that. So I'm just looking forward to the fights, and I'm also looking forward to all these excuses that these people will come with that just really hate Bud and Bob.
We'll see, man. I wonder what the price point is gonna be. Are they gonna try and get creative, or will they leave it at that same $80 standard that we're used to? Ricky, South Florida, what up?
What up, man? You hear me?
Loud and clear. It's official, baby. We got to fight.
I see. I'm happy, man. I might go to this one. You know, since Wilder got canceled the first time around, that kind of fucked me up on the fight train. But I might try to find a way to get to this one. But real quick, on the gambling in Florida, that shit gonna be legal on the 15th, though. Tomorrow, they gonna have an app.
I just need them to give me an app so I could get my bets in.
They gonna have an app on the 15th. You know, I'm gonna be locked and loaded for that. I'm so excited for that. But yeah, man, I think Crawford gonna get Porter out there in the 9th round. I think he's gonna be the meanest fighter that Shawn Porter ever fought from a finisher perspective. I think if Bud hurt him, I don't think Shawn gonna be able to recover like he did in a lot of those fights. I think Shawn normally bring a sort of mean streak when he fight dudes. I think Bud gonna match that. I think Earl a dog, but Crawford mean is the difference in me. So that's the way I see the fight going. I see Crawford getting him out of there in the 9th round. I think the perspective got to change. If Crawford do round 305 and 350, all that A-star shit got to change. And I love Earl. But that shit got to change. So it's a lot surrounding this fight that we got to pay attention to on the business side, too. So that's what I'm calling, man.
I mean, honestly speaking, he just got to do better than 275, and it shows that he's more of a star than Earl. Earl did 275 with Porter, so if he do more with the same dude that Earl beat, there's more interest in Crawford. Should be the easy math, right? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you guys not agree with my logic? Is simply just doing better numbers than Earl versus Porter not enough to show that you are the bigger draw? You're taking a guy that he already fought, that he already beat, and you do bigger numbers. I mean, that's simple mathematics to me. But, I mean, I've always been called a hater for one reason or another. Davidian, Buffalo. Davidian.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's good, Ness?
What up?
What's going on? So it's official? Bud and Shawn?
Like Scott's two-ply tissue.
Well, I mean, I'm excited. I'm glad. Finally. Get to see Bud in a real fight. No offense to the Bud. But nah, I'm only joking. I'm a big fan of both of them guys. I really don't see him getting stopped by Bud. I know the Bud tenders love seeing that, but we'll see. I mean, if they say he walk on water.
Whoa.
Bud Crawford. So maybe he could do it. I don't know.
Damn, walk on water. That was a good one.
But I'm excited, just for boxing in general. I want to see all these fights. So it's a good one. I think he might beat Shawn, but knock him out, no. But thank you, and God bless you, Ness.
Bless you, my man. Thank you for the kind words and for calling in. We going out to the 305. Anthony in Miami. What up?
Hi, Ness. How are you today?
All good, brother. And yourself?
Honestly, I'm excited for the fight in terms as a fan, but stylistically, I'm analyzing the fight stylistically. I feel like it's going to be boring because they're almost similar type style fighters.
How so? One is a
Crawford
southpaw.
has... No, not in terms of orthodox. What I mean is how they fight. Their fighting styles. Crawford has a little bit more power, but they're more defensive fighters and stuff like that. They're defensive fighters and stuff like that. That's what I mean. The styles are going to be wash them out. I know Crawford has more power, but they're defensive fighters naturally, is what I'm saying. So their fights are going to, their styles are going to, what's it called? They're not going to, it's going to cause a serious issue for both of them trying to get to each other, because Porter wasn't really a power puncher throughout his career. And I wouldn't say Bud has a little bit more power, but he's not necessarily a power puncher in essence. So they're defensive fighters with a little bit of power, but they rely on their defensive skills. And the thing with Bob Arum and Crawford, I'll answer your question with a question. Do you think Crawford has the patience to become his own promoter, like a Manny Pacquiao or something like that, or an Oscar?
Everybody's pointing to the fact that he's with MTK Global. You don't need a promoter if you got MTK Global. They promote, but they advise, but they promote because they're pushing you.
And as a boxing fan, I'm going to bring up 3 fights. I want your honest thoughts on who do you think would win. These are hypothetical dream fights for Manny. Manny versus Duran, Manny versus Wilfredo Gomez, and Manny versus Salvador Sanchez. Who do you think wins those 3 fights?
Oh my God, you want to do history? Manny versus Duran. I'm picking Manny over Duran. Obviously, the documentary showed us Duran was not disciplined in boxing. So I'll pick Manny. And, again, all those guys you mentioned, only one that was a known puncher was Duran. None of them could move up and do what Manny's done. Manny's moved up. And
no, I'm talking about at the division Manny started at flyweight.
Oh,
bantamweight.
Man. Nah.
The 2 other guys are bantamweight.
Yeah, not a question for me, champ. I wasn't watching Manny back then in those little divisions.
Oh, okay. So So it's hard to analyze Manny when he was, yeah. And like I said before, honestly, I'm excited for the fight, but stylistically, I feel the fight's going to be a little bit boring and lackluster. And I don't think it's going to be worth the $80 that they're going to want for that fight, because both of them being defensive fighters are going to clash each other, and they're not going to be able to hit each other and stuff like that. So as a fan, does that worry you a little bit, being that these two guys?
I don't
understand.
Think, Anthony, I just don't think that Crawford is a defensive fighter like that. I mean, we're talking about him being knocked down. Porter's a defensive fighter like that, where we're talking about him being knocked down for whether he got lackadaisical, lost focus, whatever the case may be. He's been knocked down. Crawford, on the other hand, it's arguable that he was knocked down, but officially he wasn't. So, that's where we're at with that. Let me see. I reached out to Ken, man. Let's see if he's seen my message over here. Nothing yet. All right, we're going to Info Joe in California.
Let's go! Come on. Info Joe is a beast. Checkbox red. Undefeated punchlines, better place your bet. The number one call, fought my way up the ranks. Border wars fighter, going hard in the paint. Boxing scene writers call me spectacular.
Yo, good morning, TBV. What's cracking? Yo, am I live? You hear me? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, all the doubters, man. Shout out to the boxing guys. They done heard our cries, man. I'm pumped. I'm happy. Hey, I disagree totally with the other guy just said. It's going to be, Porter is like a bull in a china shop. And stylistically, it's going to be a beautiful match. Man, I just got finished doing some push-ups. Let me catch my breath. Hey, man, stylistically, man, it's going to be a beautiful match. The styles is going to mesh beautiful. Porter's going to come in rough and rugged, and we're going to see how Crawford deals with that style. I'm picking Crawford. I don't think it's going to be any KO, a couple of knockdowns, but I don't think but I see a split decision, man, going towards Crawford. But, man, I'm happy. The boxing fans should be happy. Shouldn't be nobody calling in, sounding all down. We finally got some shit that we wanted. You know what I'm saying? This year, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad it didn't drag the purse bid along, and we got it, man. Shout out to the boxing guys. That's all I got. Everybody have a blessed, no stress day. Next, see you in Wisconsin. Shout out to all the Border Wars fighters. We in there. Peace.
So, from the desk of Kevin Iole, 2 minutes ago, he published his article. He says, Top Rank and Premier Boxing Champions reached a deal hours ahead of the scheduled purse bid for a WBO welterweight title fight between champion Terence Crawford and Showtime Shawn Porter on November 20th at the Michelob Ultra Center at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. Porter, a former WBC and IBF champion, represents the biggest challenge of the unbeaten Crawford's career. And I quote, Porter is without a doubt Crawford's toughest fight at welterweight. And I think Crawford may be Porter's toughest fight. Top-ranked Vice President Carl Moretti, who was in Puerto Rico for the purse bid, told Yahoo Sports. That's interesting right there. Let me stop right there. Isn't that interesting, guys? Moretti was already in Puerto Rico in case shit couldn't get done. They was ready to bid. Interesting. Like, this really, really happened at the last hour. Like, you don't just spend a flight and send your man to Puerto Rico to be ready to drop the bands if it ain't really, like, this is interesting. I like that little piece of information we learned. And I quote, "This fight, wow, it's going to be something." End quote. Top-ranked President Todd Dibiase said that the event would be for a certain on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Negotiations are ongoing, Dibiase said, to determine if it will be available on cable and satellite systems. That's another interesting thing. Imagine that. Imagine they don't come to an agreement and it's only sold on ESPN Plus pay-per-view, meaning you have to get the app. Whoa, that'll fuck up some numbers. Another interesting piece of information, because that part of the negotiation is ongoing. But I'm sure they would agree to sell it on satellite and cable to give themselves more of an opportunity to, more of an opportunity to sell pay-per-views if it's more accessible on different platforms and things like that of that nature. Crawford, who is 37-0 with 28 KOs, is ranked second behind Canelo Alvarez on Yahoo Sports pound-for-pound list. In Porter, he's going to face a challenge like he hasn't previously. Given Porter's ability to effectively pressure his opponents, top-ranking Crawford had been frustrated at the inability to land a marquee welterweight opponent for him, most of whom had been with the PBC. The fight that most talked about was one between Crawford and Earl Spence, the WBC and IBF champion, and another top pound-for-pound contender. But Spence has missed considerable time in his recent year because of a fiery automobile accident he was involved in, and now because he recently had surgery to repair a detached retina. When Spence came back from the automobile accident, he fought Danny Garcia, blah, blah, blah. We know all that. Come on. Let's see. Okay, I guess this is interesting. Porter is 5'7", Crawford is 5'8". But Crawford will have nearly 5-inch advantage in reach. Wow. That's going to be a problem then. Because Crawford's got a decent jab. I mean, and to have that much of a reach advantage, that jab could land. That's interesting. Let's see. Okay, that is it. That was the end of the article. Wow, that was pretty. All right. Well, there you have it. You got your little quotes from Bob Arum and the presidents. We're going to JT, New Orleans.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, can you hear me, Ness?
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah. I don't know what call that was, that call about that fantasy Pacquiao stuff, but then he came and said that fight was going to be too defensive. I don't think Bud Crawford is no defensive type of fighter, and I know Shawn Porter definitely ain't no defensive type of fighter. That's a fight where, like, everybody want to see. We want to see Bud really push, and who's the best guy to do that? Shawn Porter. And the thing about that reach thing, like you say, just as well that is a strength for Bud Crawford, and it can be successfully work for Bud. It can go against Bud too, because how Shawn Porter fights. And I know Bud make good adjustments in there, but think about Shawn. Shawn is quick on his feet, quick on his toes. He'll be doing a lot of in and outs and stuff like that to throw the timing off. Cause like every fight I saw, I mean, until I see it, I see Shawn give people problems, give him big problems with his feet and stuff like that. We could talk about when he get in. That's the biggest problem Shawn have, because his distance. If he's too far in, he's gonna maul you. and stuff like that, but his distance be off. But besides that, I just want to see it. I want to see all these advantages Bud Crawford got and stuff like that. Yes, I think he's the better boxer out the two, but I see Shawn really pushing him. Like every fight I see Shawn Porter in. So like I said, man, that reach might be a fact, it might not be a fact. It could be a good for Shawn if Shawn keeps him in between the reach of his arm length. If he keeps him in between, because then that won't be no effective punches coming from Bud. But if Bud keeps perfect distance like he can, yeah, it could be an advantage for him. But like I said, I can't wait to see the fight. I think it's a 45-55 fight for Crawford. It's gonna be a good fight, and it's gonna see what we've been waiting to see from Bud Crawford to fight the top welterweights. That's my call.
All right. We have Coyote in the UK. What up?
To this day, to this day, to this day. Sing along if you know the words. Come on. To this day, come on.
Yo, what's going on, peoples?
What's up, people?
It's been a minute.
What up?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this news. I think boxing's finally got something right. Hopefully, we actually get the fight. Right now, I've got Spence as the #1 welterweight, but I think that whoever wins this fight actually has an argument to be the best welterweight right now. So, yeah, I'm here for it. Let's hopefully everything goes okay. There's no issues, no cancellations, no COVID, no nothing. I just want to see this fight, and I think that finally we get to see Bud with at least one of the guys from the PBC. So yeah, I'm really excited, man. Something to be excited for in boxing.
Let me ask you, how do you think you watch this? Is this a Sky picking it up? BT?
It's probably just, it won't be a pay-per-view. It will definitely be on Sky, because Sky is now showing all ESPN fights. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
so but it won't be a pay-per-view in the UK. I don't think so, no.
All right. I'm sure, but they still get some television rights money, I guess.
Yeah, definitely get the rights money. Like, yeah, that one's for sure. But I don't think, it's hard to do pay-per-views at that time in the UK, unless you're like a really big star like AJ or something.
You mean like Floyd? Or Canelo?
AJ.
No, because AJ fights at your normal UK evening time. When he fights over here, he fights at an abnormal time of 6.
Yeah, but
Floyd, on the other hand, Floyd fights at his normal time, but sells it to you at an abnormal time. So,
but
the
AJ
true
was
analogy is not AJ, it's Floyd.
If AJ was to go to America and his fight was on Sky, trust me, it would be on pay-per-view.
No, I know, but he went to America and his fight was on Dazn. So trust you not.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it was on Sky, it would be a pay-per-view.
But it was not. It was on Dazn.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about if the fight was on Sky.
No,
that's
but
why
it's not past. It's just history, because like if Sky, they would have bid on AJ's first American fight. That was his first ever debut. Like remember AJ wasn't tied to DAZN. It was fight by fight, so they could have outbid DAZN for UK rights. They didn't.
Yeah, but listen, we don't need to argue about this. Floyd,
I'm not.
AJ, those are the two fighters right now who potentially, maybe Tyson Fury could do pay-per-view.
Canelo. You don't think Canelo Plant is going to be pay-per-view out there?
Nah.
Wow. Undisputed, really?
No.
Look at this guy.
Nah, that would be... It might be on pay-per-view, but not on Sky. It'll probably be on that Fight TV where you have to pay $9.99 or something.
Yeah, Fight TV doing their thing. I wish they gave me a bonus like that. But anyway, let me move on, brother. Thank you for calling in. Coyote's been a minute. We appreciate it. Keem in Florida. What's up?
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please.
in there? Where the team at? Oh, we got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream.
Yo, what up?
Yo, what
I
up?
like that. You know, fight week, man. I need that Border Wars intro, man. The water and the sponge. Shout out to Izzy though. But yeah, nah, listen, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the news. I was working, man, so I couldn't take my call earlier. Like, I don't know where this whole narrative that Shakur don't got power came from. That sound crazy. I think he's got very respectable power. So I don't know what that whole thing was about. But look, I'm excited, man. Crawford-Porter is a huge fight, possibly fight of the year. Styles make fights, man, and when you got the dog Shawn Porter against Terence Crawford, who really is a dog at heart, but he masked himself as this skilled boxer because he's got such great skill. But in reality, he a dog. You know what I mean? He wants to fight. He likes to get down and dirty, and he's won a lot of his fights like that, where he just kind of throws caution to the wind, throws all that boxing shit out the window, and it's like, let's see who's macho or macho. Let's go man for man and see if you could really do this. And it looks like nobody can really stand in the paint with him. So I'm excited because we know Shawn's a different dog. That's another level. So I really want to see. I want to see when Bud finally says fuck it, and he says, like he did with Gamboa, like he did with Cav Velasquez, where he just says fuck all this boxing shit. You want to fight? Let's fight. And I want to see when he takes it there with Shawn, where it goes, man. Because again, Shawn is just a different dog. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this fight. Should be a very, very good fight, man. And Border War Saturday. Make sure y'all tune in. I'm gonna show y'all a real dog on Saturday too, man. So appreciate you, Ness.
I'm trying to relocate, man. I'm gonna call Ken. I'm trying to go to Vegas, man. I'm gonna have to rent a B&B, man. Be in Vegas for the month. I want to do camp with Shawn. Can't get in Crawford camp. You know how that is, man. I'm gonna have to show up one day to his gym, see what happened. Shit might get ugly. What if they jump me in that bitch? You know it, yo. They could get ugly like that, J-Mac. Don't be laughing. I know that was you. Dudes be sensitive, man. I ain't saying him. I'm saying boxers in general. They don't like you talking, man. You know? But just saying. I'm just saying I want coverage. It's unfortunate that my mind seeps into getting beat up because I have an opinion. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, man. But this is a big fight, man. I just hope they treat it like that. I hope Bob and Top Rank, who are the lead promoters, according to the story, they're the lead promoters. It's not exact. Oh, excuse me. According to Michael Coppinger, this is not exactly a co-promotion. Top Rank will be lead promoter on this, so they are to blame if it's not being pushed properly. They wanted to be in the forefront. Probably bully you and shit. That's funny. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Can I get an interview? Can we see you spar a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Give a little something to the audience so we can come back and talk about it and build this fight up. That's all. I just want this to be treated like a big fight, man. You know? This is Wilder Fury right here. This is Wilder Fury 1. You know? This is Terrence's best opposition. This could end up being a rematch. You never know. You never know. First time, that the public thinks you stepping up, how tight is it going to be? Is he going to separate himself and show everything that his fans been saying? Or is it going to be tighter than we think? Stone Bone Boxing, get me in there, man. Get me in there, man. What a brother got to do to get up in there, man? It's a big fight, man. It's a big fight. I hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
I'm driving. I'm about to pull over real quick, man, since you can hear me right here before I go in this cliff towards the house. Yes, man, I told you what's happening, man. I told you, man, the world doubted it. Told you that shit was coming down for the 20th. And, hey, man, I'm going to order a TBV shirt, and I'm going to just pull up and say this Stone Bone Boxing what'd you say with the Fight Hype video? This Stone Bone Boxing in association with the Boxing Boys. You know what I mean? And just run up in that bitch and get you some footage or something, man. I'm gonna do that, man. So
let's go.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
I can't wait, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing another. I got some footage with Jamel. It was right before they had announced the fight with Shakur, so I need to get back with him. He said he got another interview for me. I'm gonna do him and probably Bomac. And I got an interview with Bud too. It's like 3 months old. But I don't got no subscribers in that, so it don't do nothing like on my YouTube channel or nothing like that. So, but yeah, man, this is gonna be a great event, man. I feel great about this Fight of the Year candidate. Like Akeem said, Shawn Porter, the dog, is gonna stay in your chest. Terence Crawford, the dog that plays nice, box nice, and then when the barking get, he's trying to jump over the fence with the chain on his neck. So, and when you got a chain on your neck, you can either hang yourself or you can break the chain. So we gonna see what's gonna happen. Either Shawn Porter gonna push him to the limit, which both things can happen. Shawn Porter can push him to the limit, and he can get the stoppage that his fans and that we call it for, and he's saying he's gonna get. So, man, just buckle your seatbelt. Ness, fuck what Bob Arum them do. Fuck what PBC do. Look, Top Rank just released the first, or PBC just released episode 1 for Wilder Fury. And what is that fight, like 20 days away? So,
that's
fuck what both of them doing.
I think that was 25 days away.
Doing 25 days away and you dropped the first episode. Like, really the first content, period, besides maybe a Wilder interview. So, none of them are pushing. None of them. Yeah, man, boxing live on YouTube, man. You more vital to the promotion of fight nowadays than the networks are. The networks, they just hold the bag. They put on the show. But the promotion and the talk about, they have to hear that, the voice of the people. We the ones who buying these, man. And that's why I say they sleep on a black dollar, man. Look, all the people who calling in, if they ain't black, Hispanic, nigga, they black. We got a couple white guys, but man, boxing live here. This is gonna be a big fight, and I want everybody to get behind it. I want you to talk about it. I want all the boxing to talk about it. And the next, man, I'm gonna text you, Corey, say, man, you better come on here. And Jamel, we got to get it on here, man. We need to talk about these black fighters in these big black moments. The biggest fight is going to be 2 black fighters, man. Let's celebrate it. Atlanta, Vegas, let's do this, y'all. I'm amped, man. Can't you tell, man? Let's go. I'm about to get me a Boxing Voice shirt and turn into a Boxing Voice reporter around here, man.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all.
Let's do it, man. We need it. Yo, that's what it needs. It needs massive promotion, people talking about it. But you can see the excitement. Right now we got a poll. We're asking which pay-per-view you buying in November. Canelo versus Plant, 23%. Crawford versus Porter, 33%. Huh? More of our audience wants to watch Crawford versus Porter over Canelo versus Plant, but even still, 45% of our audience rather buy both pay-per-view fights because they love boxing. So shout out to our audience, man. About 70-something% of y'all thinking the right way. But we're going to keep these phone lines moving. If you want to call in, the number to call is 1-425-569-5241. I'm putting it in the chat. It's on the thumbnail right there on the screen. We're going out to Brooklyn's own King Born.
When you see old dirty bastard fall in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your...
Peace, peace. Y'all hear me, right? Peace, peace, peace. Yo, Ness, you there?
We hear you.
All right, man. First of all, I want to say, I love my TBV comrades. I love my TBV live chat comrades. Hey, man, let's get to it, y'all. This is stupendous. I think this is going to be the fight of the year. Because think like this, right? We all want to see Wilder and Fury, right? And Wilder get his redemption, right? But now with Porter and Bud, you got Porter Porter is like, I guess you could say Bud is the Green Lantern, and you could say Porter is like the thing. What are you getting in there? But one thing we know about Porter, he gonna come to fight. He's not giving up. He's not giving an inch. He's going all out. Right or wrong, he going all out. One thing we know about Bud, he a technician. So you got the technical cat against the guy like, I'm going all out. November 20th, Ness. I want to know who the undercard is, but we had to get this fight, y'all. We had to get this fight. I'm happy. I know everybody listening right now is thrilled as fuck because we getting Porter and Bud. Everybody that talk bad about Bud, now they going to see what Bud could do. Everybody that talk bad about Porter, they can see what Porter could do. And it's November 20th. 2 months, y'all. And these men are stand-up men. There ain't going to be no drama. There ain't going to be no, I hurt my shoulder, I pulled out. Ain't going to be no bullshit, y'all. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. This might be the realest fight we going to get this year and maybe next year, y'all. Enjoy it. Love it, love it. Peace. Love y'all.
King Born, thanks for calling in. King Born. We're going to JP, heavy-handed J, Long Beach.
Long Beach in the house.
Yeah, I got me a reason to go to Vegas before the year ends. That's for sure. Hey Ness, so what was the how did WBO being involved here change this? How did that change the situation? Just for clarity,
The WBO.
yeah, didn't they mandate it?
Yeah, it's definitely a mandatory. They even called purse bid because they couldn't get it shit together.
So in a different circumstance,
And I believe, it is my belief that because this was unprecedented and it was announced publicly that it would be live streamed, that also added to, making this fight a lot quicker because now you're publicly going to be on Front Street about what you bid to the masses, not just whatever media representative chooses to contact and find out what purse bids were bid. No, it's going to be live streamed. And the fact that they decided to live stream the first purse bid ever, I mean, it just showed, it was a lot of pressure. I believe that in itself did something.
so you think the WBO was putting that pressure on to incentivize them getting the deal done?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's obvious.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, man, I'm happy for Shawn, of course, and I'm even more so happy for Bud. To me, Bud has been the eye king, the eye test king for feels like a decade. So now he finally gets the chance. It don't matter whose fault it was in the past at this point, but he finally gets the chance, and we finally get the chance to see if he's as good as our eyes have been telling us. So I'm happy for that. Shawn will get another shot at one of the top dudes, but we really get to see if Bud is that guy, how he's going to respond when he faces adversity. So happy for that. Got me a little trip to Vegas coming. I'll see y'all.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for calling in. We got the JT. I'm pretty sure I went to you. Keem. Actually, let me see. So I think maybe J-Mac. I don't know. J-Mac, did you have a counter punch? And if not, it will be Keem. Actually, we went to Keem, so it would be Majid. No Majid? There we go.
Oh.
What up?
What up, what up? Show back to back, and thanks for that. Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon and YouTube members for something. Hey, man, I can't pick no winner, no loser. I'm happy that this fight just got made. That's a positive step, forward in boxing. So I'm going to just be there, for the event. Matter of fact, I'm going back on my words. I'm going with Crawford or whatever. And my petty side, I just want everybody to know that Shakur Stevens is a baby Bud. You know what I'm saying? Baby Bud. So yeah, man, I'm going with Crawford and good shit, man. Give us another show. We greedy. All right, I'm out.
All right, we going out to our poll is now at 44%, where most voters, 44% of you, are saying that you will buy both pay-per-view fights, both Canelo versus Plant and Crawford versus Porter, like myself, because you love boxing. 33% will just buy Crawford versus Porter, and 23% will just buy Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez for undisputed all the belts. We have Count Drago that says, great fight. Bud, by unanimous decision, drops Porter in the 5th. That sounds sooner than everyone else. Louisville Slugger says, more excited for Bud versus Porter than I am for Plant Nello. I mean, I think that comes from wanting so bad for Bud to be in that top level welterweight fight. You know what I mean? We got Justin Gonzalez that says, Porter gotta sleep, Bud. Then Ugas, take Porter belt. Maybe he meant to say Crawford gotta sleep, Porter, then take, I don't know. Cryptic message. Ohio runs boxing's Terence Crawford. Ohio's welcomes the challenge. Fire, fire, fire emoji. I can't wait. 3 glove emoji. All right. We're going back out to the phone lines. You know the number to call in. If you want to call in and voice your opinion, let us know how you feel about this fight. It's official. It's getting made. It's going to be in the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, November 20th. Pay-per-view, ESPN Plus pay-per-view for right now. More details to follow in terms of whether or not we can get this on satellite providers and or cable. James in Harlem, what up?
Yo, what's up?
What up?
What's up, guys? Real happy for this fight. I want to go on a small rant real quick. Crawford, I got Crawford winning the fight. I think nobody really seen, I don't know when the last time we seen a guy from a lower weight class come up to a higher weight class, take the belt by knockout, and then knock out everybody he fought at the weight class. I don't know the last time we've seen that. I don't believe in on that side of the street foolishness. As far as his opposition, he fought the best that he could possibly fight, and he done knocked them all out. So I got Crawford winning, not by KO, not by TKO, by Kenny Porter stoppage. That's my call.
Wow. He think the father gonna throw in the towel, gonna stop the fight. I mean, Ken ain't even answered me yet, man. He ain't even been back on WhatsApp in like 40 minutes. Out here wilding real quick, man. But real quick, let's go to, you guys already know Saturday it's going down, Border Wars, and right here on the YouTube channel, absolutely free. You can get to see some amateur fighters, some novice fighters, some homegrown TBV fighters fight and put it all on the line, live from Watertown, Wisconsin, live at the bar, and you can see it live streaming right here on YouTube.com. Now we got a fantastic heavyweight fight, and
the odds makers must be trying to win some big money on me September 18th. Look at the way this man is throwing his punches. They look like pillows. He's not going to be able to hit me. Even if he does, I ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Stay tuned, September 18th, Watertown, Wisconsin, Border Wars 12, live streamed on YouTube. You don't see me, knock this man out.
And that's just one of our many fights. 15 fights on Saturday. That's Shawn Mission Impossible Jones. He will be taking on Smoke 'em Out Jay, originally from Las Vegas and now in South Carolina, training hard for the alleged impossible mission. Let me go out to Stainless in Detroit, pound for pound. What it do?
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
No Stainless. All right, Intrigue in Atlanta. Are you available?
I said this bitch on fire hotter than a throwaway. I need my money now, no extra day. Your time's up, goons ready, ain't no other way. It ain't no other way. That's all I got. I say what I mean, do what I say. I bring my chopper, bullets don't spray. If you cross, you better look both ways.
What up? What up?
I gotta ask, man, how many bets you got, man? You've been talking about Crawford all your life.
Nah, I don't get. I ain't doing no straight bets with nobody. I'm be doing the bets and the real the bets on the money on the line. You know what I mean? Do some nice parlays. I already looking at a Plant Wilder Porter parlay. You know what I mean? Because I like them odds. I think it's a close fight. I don't know. It's 50-50, man. So, now when it comes to Thurman and Bud, I'll be taking that bet. But nah, not Bud and Porter. I think that's 50-50, man. It's a war. I can't really get with everybody thinking like Bud gonna knock out Porter. I don't see that happening. I see this being a war for 12 rounds. It possibly could be a draw, but probably not likely since it's a top ranked card. But I mean, I'm looking forward to this fight, man. We can finally put all the fantasy fight stuff we be doing in the back call, breaking down how this gonna be going and how this fight gonna play out if they fight. Finally got that fight. That's all we wanted. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about going out here, man. I ain't been to Vegas either, so I think this would be the perfect time to take that trip, man. Go see these boys go to war. But what you think about that parlay? Plant, Wilder, and Porter.
No, I know you're gonna make a lot of money.
yeah. And then I add some NFL games, and depending on what they got on the undercard.
That's all underdogs, man. So that's a big money parlay if you could hit it.
Yeah. And they all got the underdogs that I think the odds makers ain't really. They ain't really giving. Well, the Wilder might not be that. I don't know what he like a plus 250 or something. I think he's somewhere around there. But Porter being a plus 500, that's like crazy, man. I take them any day of the week. You know what I mean? Like I say, 50-50, I'm taking the underdog. But that's what's up, man. Keep doing your thing, Ness, man. I'll holler at you.
All right, brother. But thank you for calling in, and for anyone else that wants to call in, the number is 1-425-569-5241. 5241. And we're going to keep mixing in some of these promos because remember, we got our big Border Wars event going down this Saturday, September 18th, live in Watertown, Wisconsin. And if you don't know, now you do know. And we also have our very own Mario Munguia taking on Canadian Jose from Canada.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Canadian Jose. I'm watching Mario hit that bag, man, and it's laughable. It's laughable. What is he doing? Looks like he's trying to do a hula hoop, shifting side to side. Thought this guy was Mexican. You don't know how to dance, bro? What's wrong with you, man? Your footwork is trash. laughing out loud. Bum.
Catch that fight Saturday.
Yo.
It's going down. Border Wars, Watertown, Wisconsin, September 18th, 5 p.m., 15-fight card. Don't miss it. If you can't buy a ticket, just go ahead and click it absolutely free right here on our YouTube channel. We're going out to Steve in Chicago.
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this a Dolla beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingWords.com.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, I was one of the ones that was very skeptical about this happening. So, hey, if there was ever a time that something like this needed to be made, it was now. With as sad as the sport has been looking lately, with all the other craziness. So, as you could tell in your calls, it gives the fans something finally to look forward to. But, you know, we're finally going to see what he's all about, you know, the Bud Man. So we're going to see. This will be his test. So I'm going with Porter for now, unless I see something differently closer to the fight. But yeah, we're finally going to see what he's made of with this fight. So we shall see.
Let me ask you: you buying both or just one? You going for the undisputed, or you buying both pay-per-views? Because
I'll probably do both.
All right.
I'll
Me
probably
too.
do both because, yeah.
Yeah, me too, man. All right, champ. Thanks for calling in, Steve in Chicago. Yes, sir. And in promo fashion, that's right, September 18th, Border Wars. It's going down. We got a lot more to go.
SDS Promotions.
This Austin B with SDS, man. Come September 18th, bro, I'm trying to put the world on notice. Trying to show SDS don't do no ducking, don't pick no cherries. We come ready. We don't want no light competition. We want all the smoke, all the tough competition. We don't want no excuses. We don't want to hear nothing. So that's exactly why I chose to step in for Esteban to fight Jerome Lambert, the boogeyman of the division. Salute to Jerome. I know he coming ready. I'm coming ready, man. You know, he got 30 plus amateur fights, but that don't mean nothing, man. He a man just like me. He put his pants on one leg at a time, just like me. And I'm coming ready, man. So salute to him. I hope he ready, because I'm ready. And side note, man, Adrian Rowan, bro, don't think I ain't been catching them little slight comments and little hate, bro. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on from that, bro, because you a coach and you couldn't even get past Ant. So shoot.
They taking them shots at Adrian now. First show kid, now Adrian getting shots from Austin. Yeah, man, it's going down. Border Wars Saturday. Oh, yeah. That needle going to be moved and the rankings will be affected. We got a lot of big fights going down. We got Louis, Ville, actually, NO in the building. What is up?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella. And he comes from the Magnolia.
Oh, how my audio sound? That's
super right.
I that was up. So it sounds like I'm in the studio right now. That's what's happening. You heard me?
Sure.
But look, yes, what I've been saying for the longest time. Now everything coming to pass. Now you heard me. I've been told y'all, dog, these fights was gonna happen. I done had multiple arguments with the bartenders on the backstage. Like, you know what go down backstage, dog. You been back there, Ness. I've been preaching the whole time what was gonna happen. Now this shit going down, you heard me? But you think anybody gonna give me my props, Ness? You think anybody gonna admit to that on the back call, bruh? It ain't gonna happen. Now, we here. We got the Porter and Bud fight. This fight is going to be fight of the year, Ness. All this Porter getting knocked out and all this in the 5th and the 3rd and the 6th, the 7th round, all that shit sound good. It really do. But at the end of the day, Ness, it's going to be a 12-round dog fight. It's going to be fight of the year. Now, I got bets already gone now that is not gonna be a knockout. Now I want the fight of the year best now. It's gonna be the fight of the year, Ness. how much motivation you think Porter need? Everybody saying he gonna lose. Everybody saying he gonna get knocked out. From your experience around Porter, do you think his pride gonna let him go in that fight and let that be a shit show? Your opinion?
Nah, man. I mean, when he never had a shit fight, like especially not on a high level. Like people could bring up Ugas or some other guys maybe, but I don't think he's ever had a shit fight, especially not when the name is of this level. And you got to remember his energy. That's why I didn't understand people like Lady Shan and others that were thinking he was not going to take this fight when he made it clear on his podcast, like he didn't want any Conor Benns or Virgil Ortiz's of the world. It was only Spence or Crawford. That's what he wanted. And here we are, and he's proven right.
Look, that's one more thing. Without Earl and Pacquiao, who you gonna make the most money with if you fight?
Without Earl and Pacquiao, Thurman or Crawford? Thurman, Crawford, Danny?
The most gonna be with Crawford. I mean, you'll make some money with Danny and Thurman right now.
Crawford take a lot of the pot, man. That's what y'all don't understand. His mandatory minimum anywhere between 4 to 5.5. So there ain't a lot of money to make. It ain't a lot of money to make with a dude that make that much money because y'all got to sell a lot of pay-per-views.
And he had to give something. The fight got made. And he had to give something. That was the whole reason why the fight wasn't happening, because he wasn't willing to give something. He had to something happen behind the scenes.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it's easier to for me. It's easier for me to assume that it was Keenahan and MTK Global that supplemented anything that either Porter needed or Crawford needed to be made happy. I'm not looking at it like Crawford said, I'm taking less. If he did, fucking men. I've been saying that from day one, and people would say, oh, well, Porter ain't Oscar De La Hoya. Earl ain't Oscar De La Hoya. Mayweather took less money because it was Oscar. And yes, that might be the case, but it was still his biggest fight. And this is Porter's biggest fight. I ain't saying it. Kevin Iole, who got like 40 years in the sport, saying it.
Now, I think I'm going to that fight because, like I said, I mentioned that on the show. I was at Earl and Porter. I don't know if you was there right now. Man, that shit.
And Porter, nah, I watched that over here.
Was electric in that motherfucker, bro. Porter showed up at that high level and gave us a good fight. I don't see him letting the fans down, bro. I don't see him letting the fans down. This is a big fight, Ness. You know what I mean? Man, the hype is there. The crowd attention is there. More people saying they want to see this shit than the Plant fight, the Plant and Canelo. I'm gonna buy both of them, but the one I might go to is the Bud and Porter, because I know what that fight gonna look like. That's fight of the year. So like I said, man, everybody support the fight, man. Buy the fight. Stop letting these numbers go down. Show the promoters that if you buy these big fights, you know what I'm saying, the fans gonna turn out and they gonna buy the.
A lot of these jokers is just that, jokers. They about to fire stick they shit. Bunch of cheapskate ass dudes, man. That's what's really going on, man. That's what's really going on. Is this fire stick, man. These dudes is out here watching. I don't even know how it look. I don't know the quality because, I don't really have the time not to be synced up with Cha when we trying to do a live fight chat, and you know what I mean. I just never done it, but that's really was doing everything is the fire sticks, man.
Look, that's how many bartenders that call this show, bro. This ought to be 500,000 like pay-per-view show, man. I want to see 500,000, bro. I want to see it.
If they put their money where their mouth is, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes is fire sticking, man.
You know how many arguments I had, bro, behind this Crawford situation and shit that's going on? 500,000, that's my call, man. 500,000 views. If I don't see 500,000 between 350 and 500,000, man, I say, bro, all bartenders got to sit down. All bartenders sit their ass the fuck down. That's my call.
I mean, 500,000, that would be like, whoa, because, he never done that. But promo time.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Marvin, aka The Tank, former WBC, WBA Cruiserweight Champion of the Border Wars Series. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to the Boxing Voice, who will be hosting my fight live for free in Watertown, Wisconsin, where I'll become the first two-division champion ever in the Border Wars Series. Don't forget, sign up. It's going to be action-packed. You don't want to miss this.
That's Marvin the Tank Furman. He was unified cruiserweight in the Border Wars series. He's dropping from cruiserweight to 175. His weight loss journey has been one of the best. Catch him Saturday and watch that story continue as he started his Border Wars journey with the Boxing Voice at 248 pounds. Had 2 heavyweight fights, dropped down to cruiserweight and had 2 cruiserweight fights, and now is dropping down to light heavyweight, attempting to become a 2-division Border Wars champ. Let's go. We going out to Louisville. Slugger, what it do?
What up? What up?
What up?
What up, man? Yeah, this it right here, man. This is what we all been waiting on right here. You know, this the good news. The boxing guys did bless us with this one right here. And, you know, definitely a fight of the year candidate right here. You know what I'm saying? We all see the talent, you know what I'm saying, with Bud. And it's there. You know, it's easy to see, you know what I'm saying? I really don't really need to, you know, I wanted to see the Porter fight, you know, this the top at welterweight, so I'm not knocking the fight. But as far as, you know, people be saying he ain't got no resume and stuff like that, I don't see how you don't have a resume and, you know, the undisputed division. You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely a huge fight at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for it. I can't wait. Definitely can't wait to pay the pay-per-view. This is a pay-per-view fight, and I think more realistic number at pay-per-view for this is like a 200, around 200, 250 range. Because, you know, even with Porter and EJ, what they did like 275. So I think this is like a 200, 250. Right, or probably like 200, in between 200 and 300. You know, that's more realistic because I think this the opposition people been wanting to see. You know, Porter do come to fight. Porter, everybody know Porter do. You know, he ain't come to lay down. So the stoppage, you know, I would be surprised by that, but I do see a few knockdowns and Bud pulling it through, and can't wait for it, man. This right here, I mean, I'm definitely paying for it, but I'm thinking about flying out, man. This a good fight right here, man. Hopefully, I'm gonna see how the undercard look. But yeah, man, I can't wait for it, and keep doing your thing.
All right, Louisville Slugger, thanks for calling in. Let me see if I can find the results. Our last poll, which was, which pay-per-view you buying in November? And the choices were Plant versus Canelo, which came in at 24%. And then Crawford versus Porter, 33%. And the special boxing fans like myself, the true boxing fans like myself, said they are buying both because they love the sport. That was out of 413 boxing fans. Our new poll: do we get a knockdown in this fight? Option A, Crawford gets dropped. 16% already believe he will be floored. 62% believe Porter gets dropped. 22% believes neither man goes down. Get your vote in right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where we're talking boxing every single day. We're going to a counterpunch from J Mac. What is up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Hey, shout out to Eno, a true, I ain't gonna call him a hater. It's just, we just been on opposite sides when it come down to this. So, nah, fuck it, that nigga a hater. Put that number out there on some shit, talking about, it gotta do this, it gotta do that. It's gonna do whatever it's gonna do. We can't control what it is. We know people steal pay-per-views, and we know people also report pay-per-view numbers that's not realistic. We ain't gonna go down there. I can't prove that. Um, and we know back end numbers are irrealistic, not realistic as well too, and that's something else I can't prove. But I'm just excited about the fight. I will order the fight at my house because that's if I want to watch by myself. I don't want to watch with nobody else. I don't want to hear nobody talking no shit. That's gonna put me in a situation where I might lose it for a second. But I'm definitely excited about the fight, and we're not about to sit up here and let Eno press the numbers that he decide he needs the fight to be. Just worry about your man coming back fight at the level he need to be fighting at. Oh,
Hmm. Let's see. Who's next? We going back out to Stainless. Are you available now? No Stainless in the building. Oh, there he goes. What up?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm back and forth at work. Nobody but me and another dude decided to show up, so we ain't here going hard. So it's been announced. I'm excited about that. If anything, I kind of want to go to that fight, man. I know we would probably tickets probably be overpriced or too high, but man, it'd be good to have a appreciation party. We about 2.5 months out, so that's enough time to get something going real quick.
67
I'm just
days.
throwing it out there. Yeah, see, I'm just throwing that out there. But either way, I'm watching both fights. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wig are already talking about getting together for the Wilder Fury. He said any good pay per view, let him know about because he just like watching fights, and apparently I'm the only other person he knows. So you might hear him on here because I actually told him he need to get on here and check this out because he'll find out there's some more people in Nashville too he can holler at. But either way, I'm excited for the fight. I think Crawford stands a good chance of knocking Porter down, not out. But I wouldn't be surprised if he did because Crawford does understand distance and spacing and timing and speed. Like he's got all the variables that has led to all the knockouts that we've seen from him so far. Sure, it's not from as high a caliber of fighter or the elites that we want to see him with, but he still gets the job done. I don't really see Porter knocking Crawford down because he kind of smothers his own punches at times. He's great at pressure, but he doesn't give his punches the space to land and have an impact. So I don't really know about him knocking Bud down. That's a hard one for me to imagine. Who was it? You said it was 3 fights in November? 3 pay-per-views?
Nah, Canelo, Plant, and this one.
Oh, okay, just the two. Okay.
I think they pushed Tank back to December now.
That would make sense. That would make sense because these fights are definitely gonna overshadow unless he get that cheap fight y'all keep talking about. I think that these fights would overshadow whoever he gets in the ring with. That's just my honest opinion on that. Either way, I'm excited to hear that this fight has been made and that it didn't have to go to purse bid. Shout out to Top Rank and PBC actually being able to come together because I know that's been a thing for years. And they seem to be able to get it done. So maybe, the rumor is that Bud's leaving Top Rank, but even if he doesn't or another high caliber fighter comes up, maybe we can get those fights too. So either way, I'm excited to see that work is getting done. I don't care if it's because of money, because of Corona. Just happy that work getting done. As I always say, man, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Shout out Stainless. In the building. Let me see here. Let me see. Man, that Jamel Herring video got 0 love. Y'all don't like Herring and shit. And Shakur. It's all right. Their time will come. They still young. Intrigue, I think you got a boomerang, and if you're not ready, we got Mr. PBC in Seattle, Washington. Are you available? Oh, Intrigue, what up?
Man,
what up?
The only thing I ain't excited about is that it ain't a co-promotion, and the only reason I care, man, because I just didn't want to hear Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley I would have wanted to hear, add Thurman and what's the old girl named Kate to the mix. But that's it though. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
All right. Mr. PBC. Oh, you don't want to talk about baby boy? Your man's in them, baby boy.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWords.com.
I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Shout out to baby boy. He's learning how to walk. He's learning how to talk. Pretty soon he's about ready to sign contracts. PBC gonna take over. Bob Arum done fucked up. Putting motherfuckers in purse bid just to win purse bid, and putting motherfuckers almost a purse bid just to take the fight. I can't wait to see the fight. I don't really go with the he say, she say, Bud boys, Bud Tender stuff. I know the pay-per-views aren't going to do good, but I'm more worried about the fight. I think Baby Boy is going to do what he needs to do, but I just ain't going to put it past Shawn Porter that he's some fluky, just easy work when Bud's never faced a dog like Shawn Porter. Let's keep it real. Yeah, they were friends back in the day, but this is 2021. I just can't wait to see the fight. And hopefully he knows what's best for him. But to come over here to PBC because we got bread, and that's what he needs to do.
All right. That was Mr. PBC in the building. We got Decatur, Georgia zone. Hey, They coming out, shorty.
Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
Boxing motherfucker like this. BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy.
Boxing thinking man's game.
This a dollar beat.
Skill. Up here. You gotta be how to think of motherfucker. That's what BoxingWords.com.
TBV, what's happening, man?
What up?
I ain't man. Good news day, you know what I'm saying? But I want to give a shout out to the real MVP, Eddie Hearn. For getting them two motherfuckers to get together just so he wouldn't get that motherfucker. Excuse me language, man. But yeah, man, shout out to Eddie Hearn, man.
What you mean? Elaborate. You lost me. I'm lost. Gone.
Well, it was said, not saying that it's true, that, you know what I'm saying, by Eddie Hearn he made it known he was going to put his bid in. So, Al and Bob were like, shit, we can't let this happen. Can't let them motherfuckers try to snatch another fight. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he didn't get the other fight because Triller got it, but he was about to get that fight too.
Okay.
But that's what I meant by that. So, shout out to Eddie Hearn, man. He around there grinning, rubbing his hands, fucking with people. But yeah, good fight, man. Shout out to the callers, though. Fans, I want to give the fans a shout out because nobody called with no bullshit. Well, except that kind of guy talking about some defensive fighting. I don't know what the hell. These niggas, they finna be fireworks. But shout out to the fans, man, because I want to say something else about this fan thing real quick. I put a post up saying shout out to fans because our voice makes shit happen. And by our voice, meaning the YouTube podcast voice, because Mauricio, Suleiman got that Oscar Valdez shit under review, right, Nis?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, fans, if we keep shouting loud, man, pumping our fists, we gonna get what the fuck we want, man. So, shout out to the fans. Shout out to Baldy. Shout out to Border Wars. I will be there. Shout out to everybody who coming. Shout out to people who can't make it. They gonna watch it on YouTube. Ned, stay up, bro. I keep seeing you doing the solo dolo. Keep rocking out. And yeah, see you Saturday, dog, when I land. Peace out, man. Y'all stay up.
All right, Chip. Thank you for calling in as always. And you know the number if you want to call in is 14255695241. If you want to call in. Sorry, I'm just reposting. My Border Wars fighters out here posting. Shout out to Rebecca, our first ever female fight. And, she's posting. I got to repost her. We got a big fight going down. And that's going to be, okay, shout out to Corpus Christi listening in. That's going to be in Watertown, Wisconsin. We're going out to Hawk in Maryland. What up?
Yo, what's up, Ness?
What up? We got a fight, champ.
You on the solo dolo today?
Scarface, no Manolo.
Solo dolo, but you're doing a good job, bro. All the time.
Thank you.
Hey, man, I'm glad this fight is coming off. This fight right here, I think, just my little opinion, but man, Terence Crawford should be glad that Porter is doing this and they're gonna do this fight. But this gonna be the fight that can either, can really shoot either one of them over. But Terence Crawford needed more than Porter, I think, because he needs some kind of 147 real show for the fans at 147. Because that fight with who the first title fight when he came to 147, that was like a cakewalk with that big boy that just swing wild.
You talking about with Horn?
Yeah. See, that really wasn't a test. This gonna be a test. This fight right here gonna show.
Horn was a pretty tough, rugged dude. He gave Pacquiao hell. Like, everybody act like that was an easy fight when Pacquiao...
he gave Pacquiao hell.
Pacquiao didn't even ask for his rematch. He could have asked for his rematch.
Yeah, Pacquiao ain't want no more. I totally agree that Pacquiao didn't want no more of that. He asked him for the Ugas fight again. He didn't ask for that fight again. Yeah, no question. But yeah, he was a good show. But I just think that with Porter now, he kind of boxes a little bit now. He's just not straightforward and aggressive. He kind of in and out box. You know how he fought Ugas?
Yeah.
And Garcia with more of a boxing style. Hello?
I'm listening.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm saying he not just one way. He might show a different dimension. It's kind of shaky on who I think going to win right now. I'm not really sure, but I'm more towards Crawford on this because he has shown he could take people out. So, but it's a great fight, a great show, and man, I hope it come off with no glitches.
All right. Hawk in Maryland. Let's see here. Looking like we got... is this new? Oh, there it is. Bruce in Chicago. Man, where you been at? Is this Bruce?
Been busy handling business and stuff. That's all, man. But Bud bring everybody out. That's all. I've been listening in the background though.
Yo, didn't you have a tournament in Shreveport?
Yeah, I told you I had COVID. I tested positive for COVID during that time.
So what you been up to? You ain't never go back? You ain't never fight after that?
Nah, not at all. Nope. There's been a lot of stuff going on. Back active though. Back active. Been training. That's what matters the most. So got that going on. But I wanted to ask you, what do you think if somebody wanted to go to that fight, what would a fight like that cost to go to? From your experience. Well, you probably don't even pay, do you?
Yeah, I mean, which fight? You're gonna look at
the blood. Yeah.
$300 to $500 tickets, all the way up to $1,500, maybe $1,200. I don't know if they get to $1,500.
That ain't bad at all. Okay, but let me ask you this though: when Bud stopped Crawford, when Bud stopped Porter, is he gonna be number one welterweight in your book?
Because he stopped Porter. What the fuck? I mean, he get points for stopping. He get points for stopping Porter because nobody else has. But two other people beat Porter.
But they struggle with him. Everybody that beat Porter been close.
Now,
Except Caleb,
that's what I'm saying.
Caleb
So
Brooks
listen, so that's what I'm saying. You get points for beating Porter, and then you get points for beating him better than anybody's ever done. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know that you could be the number one welterweight for beating a dude that two people beat already. This just his big fight. It ain't the big fight.
Got you. So if Earl is out right now with an eye injury,
I mean, obviously
he should be back.
Obviously, but until Earl gets stripped, he got 2 belts. He the number one welterweight. I mean, you don't think so?
Oh man. No.
I mean, listen. Obviously, public perception, people gonna want to see him in a fight because of his eye. So I could see you swaying to Crawford after beating the Porter if he can do that. But again, that's a lot of.
So he went life and death with Porter. Boy, about to knock this man out. You out
here, yo, bruh, you out here just. You got a crystal ball?
Yeah, I got a crystal ball, man, and I'm putting my little bread on the dude. But I'm just saying, like, so we thinking hypothetically. Hypothetically, if he stopped this man that Earl went, life and death with, he not gonna be the number one welterweight? That's crazy.
I don't know, man.
That's nuts to me.
That's
nuts to me. So we're gonna have to.
It's hard to make you number one welterweight, man, off of beating Shawn Porter. Shawn don't even got a belt right now. He coming off a win off of Fort Miller. Like, he's a great fighter.
Oh no, we can't do that.
No, you trying to do something more. You trying to do more. That's the problem.
Sitting back listening to everybody beg for this
we beg for it. We ain't beg. We ain't never say you beat him and you number one. You trying to change the goal. You pushing the goalpost back. Don't fuck up this fight for us. Don't try to make it what it ain't. No, seriously, don't try to make it what it ain't. All this fight is Crawford's biggest fucking opponent till date. You can't change that. You trying to change that.
I just don't. So now we still don't have to deal with these politics. Once he stops Shawn Porter, now we see that they can work together.
Right.
Now it's
so I want you to tell me this. Name another time someone stopped another person. Neither of them dudes was number one in the welterweight because one stopped the other, he became number one. Because I ain't see Wilder become number one for stopping Dominic Brazil. I ain't see none of that.
Dominic Brazil is not. Come on, Dominic Brazil is not Shawn Porter.
I'm just saying.
He ain't never been a world champion.
I'm just saying. So give me the example then. Show me where someone gonna be like Crawford and stop a dude with no belt and be number one. Like, you out here capping for your man.
What you mean? Pacquiao stopped De La Hoya. Pacquiao stopped De La Hoya and everybody was screaming his name. He better than Floyd. He number one.
Come on,
that's a great example.
Listen,
De La Hoya ain't had no belt, no nothing.
And Philippine fans.
Come on, man.
Philippine fans.
Come on, man.
And boxing websites is two different things, man. You talking about people was screaming. I don't care what the record books say, man. When he beat Pacquiao, did he become number one welterweight? No, the fuck he didn't. Like, we ain't know he was washed up and dehydrated.
Pacquiao did become, bro. Oh, well, I ain't gonna say ESPN. That shit don't mean nothing to me. It ain't. Yeah, I got you. I understand. All right, man.
You just trying to push the goalpost back. All right, Bruce. You pushing the goalpost back. We gonna let you go. You hear him now? Now Crawford beats Porter, and he the number one welterweight. It ain't never enough just to have a good fight. We always got to look. Now he the number one welterweight if he beat Porter. How? How, Sway? How? Let me see here. I think we about done, man. Let me refresh. We got Will Lynch. This says, don't sleep on Porter. The man is a scrapper. He don't go down easy. And if he does, he goes down swinging. Love his aggressive style. And then we got De Leon Daniels that says, what would really good seats cost, Ness? Bud continues his welterweight knockout spree. Four hands up emoji, like I don't know emojis. And then we got Sports Central that says the boxing versus more. Yeah, I'm thinking good seats, man. From 500 to 1,000. You got to expect that at least. Anywhere from 500 to 1,000. Easy. But that is everybody. And that's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Arrivederci, man. We out here. Oh, wait. You got another counterpunch, JT?
One.
All right.
I was just listening to the last caller named Bruce. Shout out to him. Everything was sounding smooth till you talking about Porter and Errol Spence Errol Spence basically went with a life and death fight with Shawn Porter. I mean, I entirely disagree. He's trying to discredit Errol, but you can't discredit Errol or Shawn Porter. That's just the type of fighter that he is. I mean, Shawn Porter's. We could sit there and say that. So I guess he assuming Bud just ain't go. Bud just gonna steamroll and walk through Shawn Porter. I highly doubt that. I got Bud winning the fight, but like I say, man, until I see it, I'm not gonna believe that. Bud got to show me and stuff like that. I feel like Bud jumped on some of these fighters that mentally wasn't there, and when the mental toughness come out, I think Shawn Porter showed that in all his fights. So until Bud showed me different, I don't see him just getting in there and beating up on Shawn Porter without Shawn Porter going down with a fight. So I mean, also he's saying he want Bud to be number one. That don't make him number one because he come down and fight Shawn Porter. Because like you say, Shawn Porter's been beat before. He's one of the top welterweights, but that don't make him number one. He gonna have to put in a little more work to dethrone Errol to become that number one spot. That's my counterpunch.
Shout out to JT. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on another one. Today is Tuesday. I think we're doing something tonight. Maybe having a Border Wars press conference with Show Kid and Jordan at 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Peace.